here, you're going to see the first world preview of Luciano the Musical. The show was written and directed by myself, Minnie Moritz, and I've had a lot of help along the way. The show is inspired by true events and then just other fun things that happened. And anyway, so it just kind of through a weird trip to Rome I took almost 2 years ago, it kind of resulted in this show. So it's been really fun put together. Please take a moment and silence all your cell phones. That'd be awesome. You are welcome to film in this show. There's no copyright laws because I wrote it, and I don't have any of those yet. But feel free to film it all you want, or take photos as long as there's no flash. Okay, so just don't blind the actors or each other. But feel free to take as many photos you want. Now, this Shawnee Mission Northwest Rep Theater class, I'm so grateful to them and to Kelly Rogers for allowing me to preview my work here. And they have had just about 2 weeks to put this together in just class periods until today and yesterday. And so we've only had collectively maybe 10 hours of rehearsal. So what you're going to see tonight is it's a fully blocked and staged show. However, they will be using their scripts because it's a lot to memorize in a very short amount of time. So so everything about the show will be performance ready, but just know that they will be using scripts. They might halter on a line here and there, just give them grace. They've had very little time to put this together, but I'm very proud of them for how little time they've had. The show, of course, is free. If after the show you were so entertained and you feel like giving a donation to the donation box, that would be great. Musicals are expensive to come up with and put on. Also, you guys may have noticed inside your programs that there's a survey. After the show, I would love it if you would take a moment to fill out the survey and let me know your thoughts. I'm working on this show to hopefully craft it, and this is our first run through with it, but I'm going to do it again in June, and I'm hoping to just make it better and better. And I would love to know your honest feedback. Was there something you loved? Was there something that didn't make sense to you? Anything like that you can tell me. If you have some great joke, you're like, oh, it'd be so funny if this character said this, feel free to write it in. I would love to hear that kind of feedback from you. Also, if you turn in your survey at the end of the show, then we have a piece of candy for you. So fill it out for at least the candy, right? You can find that from my parents. They'll be out there taking it. Rob and Dave Moritz. Yes, and they have a suggestion box. So you can fill in the blue survey. Also, after the show, there's going to be a talk back on the stage with myself and the actors. If you've never been to a talk back, you can ask any questions about the process of creating a musical or the events that helped lead to this musical. I think it's pretty entertaining personally. Each character in the show is kind of created through a different way, and you can anyway, so at the talk back, please stay for that afterwards. It won't take very long, and just ask questions. If throughout the show you think of a question, feel free to jot it down so we have some things to do. Yeah, I think that is it. So without further ado, here's Luciano the Musical.